Zomato, Blue Smart, Cafe Coffee Day, and Blue Tokai. These are four Indian brands which have one thing in common, that they have tried to expand outside of India, which means that they have incorporated entities outside of India. However, whether they have worked out for them or not is a different story. But with the constant increase in the Indian startup ecosystem, as well as their ambition to go global, we will certainly see a lot more startups going through this route and expanding themselves globally, which means that they will also be incorporating entities outside of India. And what this essentially means is that these Indian companies will now be spending and making financial commitments outside of India. And just like when any foreign company makes a financial commitment here in India, it gets qualified as foreign direct investment, which means FDI. And there are laws that put and specify certain limits as to how much FDI can be invested in India. Similarly, there are also Indian laws which put out limits for overseas direct investments made by our Indian companies as well. But what are these limitations and what is the law on it is exactly what we will discuss in this video. Alright, so in order to understand these limitations, you'll have to come to the Foreign Exchange Management Overseas Investment Rules of 2022 and specifically to their Schedule 1, the part 3 of which clearly specifies that no Indian company can spend or rather make a financial commitment of more than 400% of its current net worth basis the last audited balance sheet, which simply means that if the company's current net worth is rupees, let's say 4, then they cannot be investing more money outside of India than rupees 16. That is the 400% limit that has been set upon them. And in addition to this, you also need to understand what is the definition of financial commitment. Now, all of us understand that once one company is incorporating another company outside of India, which is a subsidiary company, they will obviously be having equity in this company. So that becomes naturally the part of the financial commitment. But the definition of financial commitment does not only include equity, but it also includes debt as well. So the 400% limit that has been set upon Indian companies for making their financial commitments abroad, this includes both equity as well as the debt.